Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to the Sweetwater Minute. Today I'm joined by Brad Davis, an amazing guitar player. Brad, thanks for being here.
Man, it's good to be here, Mitch.
You're here doing a Takamine clinic?
I am.
But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about how you got to this point. You actually were the guitar player with Marty Stewart for many years, correct?
Actually, about 11 years, and was basically the Telecaster second gun in command, so to speak, and then played acoustic as well. But been a bluegrass player for many years. The acoustic's always been my love, you know. And so, you know, it turned out that I was playing a lot of different guitars on the road, and things were getting louder and louder, and I needed a guitar that would have a pickup, basically, that would handle enough oomph and enough low end that would give me what I needed full body, but would not feed back as easy. And so I ended up falling into the Takamine fold, you know, by trying some guitars, and it was all process of elimination, constantly on the road, trying this guitar and that guitar and this guitar and that guitar, and that's why I'm playing the Takamine today.
Right. Well, they're great sounding guitars.
But with Marty Stewart, I mean, it was about 11 years of boot camp of some of the toughest training on the road. I mean, you know, he said, I'm going to take your ego, I'm going to run over it with a Sherman tank, and I'm going to hand it back to you. Okay. And that's basically what he did. He was a great coach. But I got a lot of cred and a lot of instruction from him about playing on records and how to act in professional situations on, you know, just different albums we've done through the years, Cash, and albums with Emmylou Harris and Sheryl Crow and Dwight Yoakam and different people. And so it was really a great learning process for me, you know, and it gave me the confidence I needed, you know, to produce a lot of records, which I'm doing now. I just produced a Tim McGraw tribute album, Brad Paisley, just finished a Pearl Jam tribute album. Wow. It's really cool acoustic. And then finished Tommy Shaw's brand new solo record, just produced that, and that'll be out in January, and I got a new solo record coming out. So it's finally getting, you know, legs after being in the business a long time. I've kind of feeling confident enough to kind of man the wagon myself and do some things on my own. So it's been
well, you've done some pretty amazing things. Like you played with Earl Scruggs.
Yeah, what a treat, man.
Yeah, the John Jorgensen Gypsy Jazz
He
Quintet.
killed me. He totally killed me. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, with Sam Bush.
Yeah, Sam Bush was great.
Some amazing, amazing players that you worked. Dave Lee Roth.
Yeah, that was a real treat, you know. I remember Dave Lee Roth came in and said, you know, I'm not a singer, guys, I'm an entertainer, and I want you all to know that. And I thought, well, that takes a big guy to say that. Right. And he didn't realize how good, not that we're great, but he didn't realize bluegrass guys were going to be that good. And when he heard the band, he was like, oh my gosh, you guys are really fantastic, you know. So in New York, he did a show with his rock band and brought us out for 2 of the songs. Instead of playing them rock and roll, and the crowd booed and threw things, and I looked at John Jorgensen, and his eyes were about this big, and I said, just get ready to run, you know, because we're probably going to have to. But David Lee Roth said, no, 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 I'm going to play those songs rock and roll, but these guys are great, so just listen to them. So it was really neat, you know, meeting some of the people. I mean, I got to pinch myself, man, because what a cool ride. I mean, it's been fantastic. It
has to be a lot of fun.
Really great to do what you love and work with some great people, you know, and you're learning, you know, every step of the way. Right. You know, so that's real cool.
Now you're also the guitar player with Billy Bob Thornton's band.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
And you know, the Boxmasters. Marty Stewart and him were producing a record and for Lost Highway with Luke Lewis, and the record got signed, and Marty Stewart got really busy with his own thing and a TV show that was coming up, and so Billy and I just had this kind of thing. I don't know, we just jived, you know, together. It was something. And Billy said, hey, why don't you come over and let's write? And so I started a relationship of coming into town every 2 or 3 months and writing and staying at the house, and ended up producing his record for Universal, Beautiful Door. And I don't know, we established this thing. He had a brother that died at a young age, 29 years old, singer, songwriter, guitar player. And I think psychologically, I'm in that slot for him, you know, and we're just like family, and it's 14 years later, we're still working together, so it's a lot of fun. And I actually have not appeared in the photos. I actually produced and wrote and kind of sat off to the side and told someone else to go ahead and do the photos, because I knew the demanding requirements of that gig, you know, were going to be pretty demanding. And this year I went ahead and joined full time. So we'll put a little hair color in and do the photos, you know, it'll be fine. But
it'll be great.
It's going to be a lot of fun, because he's a great guy to work with, you know. And I do Carl Childers all day long during the studio, and he does Cash. And we go, it's just a hoot, man. It's a lot of fun. He's a great guy.
the first time we met was actually at his house, and Warren Zevon was there, and you worked on Warren's last album.
That's when I got my
correct?
Grammy, man. Yeah, we're doing Billy's record, and I didn't recognize Warren because he looked so bad. He came down with the cane, and they said, "This is your last song. The studio's yours." You know, all this Bob Glob on bass, Gary Ferguson on drums, Michael Finnegan for Crosby, Stills and Nash on B3. John Hyatt was there playing guitar, rhythm guitar, and Tommy Shaw, and I was playing lead. And I said, "Who's this guy he's giving the studio to? You know, we got to cut the record." And it was Warren Zevon. I didn't know it. 2 days later, I'm upstairs eating Cheetos with Billy on the couch watching a ball game, and Letterman comes on, and Warren Zevon, the whole show's dedicated to him. Right. And so I'm going, that was Warren Zevon? I played on his record? I had no idea, man, until that night. I saw him on TV, and I realized that he was so physically in bad shape. Right. I just didn't know it. But what a treat to have the opportunity to do that. That house is like Big Pink over there. You know, it really is. Billy's house, everybody shows up at that place. Right, right. You know, so it's a lot of fun. But what a treat to play on that record. Yeah. You know, but yeah, I remember you in the studio, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Warren was there briefly, and then he left.
Yeah.
I took off to go someplace else. But, yeah.
Very cool.
So you're here at Sweetwater. You're going to do a clinic tonight on the Takamine guitars. What kind of things are you going to be doing in the clinic?
Well, we're going to talk about right-hand balance. You know, serious right-hand balance. I've got a new book that's coming out next year. I won't tell you who it's with or anything, but it's coming out next year, and it's 18 years of notes and clinics. You know, and it's about right-hand balance. And one thing I think that's really important is that being a bluegrass player, a lot of the chops that I gained is playing bluegrass. I use them in playing rock and roll. I use them in playing John Jorgensen gypsy jazz. I use them in playing with Earl Scruggs and country. And so those have been chops that I've used for almost every kind of music that I had to be able to, you know, had a chance to play. And so I talk about that. There's two sides of your right-hand balance, and a lot of people just don't know that. And I want to talk about that and point it out and give them a couple simple things to work on. And then we'll show the dreaded shredding double down up technique. We'll show that and explain that to people. But I want to give them something to walk away with, so they may feel like, well, you know, I feel really great. I'm gonna get that next guitar that I've been looking at on the shelf, you know, and I think I can get to that next level. And that's the idea today. I want them walking away with a big piece of cake, you know.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be.
Thanks,
very,
man.
very
It's
fun.
good to be here.
Yeah. Now, one of the reasons that you use the Takamine guitars is the CoolTube preamp system, correct?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, this, you know, not to talk about the quality of the guitar, but it's a copy of a 37 Herringbone. It's a guitar that I have, and that's the reason I had a little say in what went on with the bracing, and what went on with the neck, and what went on with all of it. So I've got a lot of my own. You know, it's not my model, you know, but the CoolTube pickup definitely made it a sell because, you know, I gotta have a good pickup. Right. I have them all at the house, and you know, this is great. I mean, it's, you know, 3 volts to the tube. It's got the, you know, 3-band graphic. It's got the tube, you know, attenuator, and it's got a separate attenuator. And I have a mic also, so I have 3. Which everyone said it was not possible, but I had a guy wired in. And then I have a micro cappuccino machine back here that I can't show you. It's top secret, but no.
Very nice.
But no, it's a great pickup, and I love the pickup because it's got 4 AA's. It'll last about 8 shows, and you can dial any one of these things, and you can dial the CoolTube out and just use the bridge. But when you dial the CoolTube in, it's like Godzilla. I mean, you want to run. It's fantastic, and you'll hear it today. It's going to sound, it's great.
That's
great.
mean,
I play this studio. This was on, like I said, Tim McGraw's tribute album and Brad Paisley's and Pearl Jam and Tommy Shaw's. This guitar, and we tracked with a CoolTube and 2 microphones. Nice. You know, great sound, man. Great sound. Nothing like it.
We're really looking forward to tonight. We appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it, buddy.
I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me for the Sweetwater Minute.